Hey, it's Eric Hecker. I'm just going to start talking and rambling. I don't really know what's going to come out of my mouth because I got a lot going on in my head right now, and thought that this would be the best way to share it. Um, I have been running Rack of the Day for almost 3 full months now, and it has brought a ton of joy and optimism to my life. Seeing what people are doing, how they're supporting one another, both in and out of the hobby. I mean, I see things every day saying that people are getting me PC cards or they're sending racks of PCs to other people. I've also seen that they're raising money for great causes. That they're just there for someone to talk to, sending random notes and DMs and things like that. I think all that is just fantastic. And I wish there was a way to capture all that. And maybe there is. Maybe I just haven't had time to think about it. But you guys have been a true inspiration to what I've been doing. And I'll be completely honest with you. I never expected it to take off the way it has. I mean, I'm sitting at this computer right now, and what you can't see is one, two, three, four, five boxes full of cards that people sent me to use for Rack of the Days, and that really just came out of nowhere. It was totally unexpected, and is just extremely instrumental in what I'm able to do with these to make people's days a little better. What this came out, and I've told it over and over, and I'm sure it won't be the last time you hear this, but Rack of the Day came out of the sheer fact that 2020 just sucked. For so many different reasons. COVID, of course, was one of them, but there was just what was going on in society and what was going on with just our world, and political pressures, and then you throw on top of just your own personal life. I mean, 2020 just sucked. There's no other way of putting it. But the hobby kept me balanced. It allowed me to get away from everything for a while, and made some really cool relationships along the way that have turned into friendships. And hopefully one day, um, things will get back to a place that we can all be together in person. I know the Nationals is taking place this year, and I see a lot of people going to Chicago. And while I would love to go, I'm just not there yet. For me at this point in time, hopefully 2022 when it's in Cleveland, I can go. I'd really enjoy that. But, to get back to the crux of where I think that I was starting this conversation was just, I want to just let you in on what Rack of the Day really is and what it was supposed to be. Um, it was truly supposed to be me giving something away on a daily basis. And I had plans to grow it. I had plans to get other people involved, which there are many guest rackers that you've seen, and I'm blown away by the response. And I'm trying to accommodate everybody that I can. And thankfully, there's still 9 months of the year that we can do this, because I don't want it to seem like um, I'm using people, and I don't think that you all think that I am, but at the same time, I don't want it to come off that way. For the longest time in my life, I have been wanting to start something, whether it's a business or an organization, a philanthropic endeavor that was meaningful to me. And I'll be quite honest with you, in the last decade, I've tried and attempted on several occasions, and I failed miserably on every single occasion, mainly from the sheer fact that I just didn't follow through with what I set out to do. And I was afraid that Rack of the Day was going to do this. And that's, I think, why I put it out there on Twitter to say, guys and girls, I'm doing this. I'm giving something away daily. And this is how I need your help. Give me people. to give stuff to. Um, and it's worked. You've kept me accountable for it. You have kept me motivated. I have a calendar and a spreadsheet of everything that I've given away. I have the website, which I'll get into in a minute, that I'm updating everything so you can see what's on there and what's been given away and who's participated and who's received. But again, getting back to the crux, sorry, I keep getting off topic here. Rack of the Day was meant to be a way of recognizing people, not to give something away. The giving something away is just, a cherry on top, I suppose you could say. But to recognize people, because there's so many people doing great things that we're not aware of. And when you're doing good things in life or in work or whatever it may be, you typically don't want to receive recognition for it, but people want to give it to you anyway. And that's something that I've had a really um, long and hard time trying to figure out how to accept recognition. And recently on Gold Line Cards, one of his shows, Che, EN Sports Cards One on Twitter, was on there talking about this very thing, and he wrote a blog about it too, of how when somebody gives you recognition to just say thank you, and I've tried to utilize that in my own life, and it's tough sometimes. And the other way that he explained it too was that you should just accept the recognition. If somebody wants to give you a rack, take it. They want you to have it, and I failed miserably at that this morning. Nick Alicious, who designed a lot of the logos that you see out there on Twitter, including mine now, uh, he sent me a DM. He's like, "Hey man, I want to send you some stuff. I got a whole list of people that I'm doing this for, and I'd like to include you." And I told him, I said that's really unnecessary. It's cool and all, but I appreciate it, and whatnot. And he was persistent. He came back to me and said, no. He goes, give me a list of who you collect, and I'll try to find something nice. So I did, and unfortunately, it took him twice to do that. And I actually was on the flip side of that. I recently gave a rack of the day to somebody who um, then ended up giving it to somebody else, which is allowed. I mean, anything's allowed. And you know this person was like, no, no, I can't accept it, I can't accept it. And I was pushing them. I really felt like I was pressuring them to take this. um, this was like 4 or 5 days ago that I started the conversation with them, and today I sent them a message just saying, hey, I respect your decision, whatever you want to do, because I do feel like I'm pressuring you. And they truly came back apologetic and sorry about just the delay. I mean, they were bogged down, life gets in the way, and thankfully we got things squared away. But it's crazy how recognition just does not come natural to humans. um, we receive it quite often, I think, more than we know. One way of me showing recognition to staff that I've managed over the years, I would always tell them thank you. In my life, I managed teenagers at one time, lifeguards. So I mean, if you were ever a lifeguard and a teenager, you know the crazy times and the chaos that can happen. But I always appreciated them showing up to work, and even though they were being paid and they were scheduled and it was their responsibility, I still knew that it took a lot of effort for them to be there. And every time they left, I would just simply say to them, thank you. And it meant a lot to me, and hopefully it meant a lot to them. And so I try to utilize that in my daily life as well. But what rack of the day isn't? It is not a giveaway. It's not a contest. It's not pick me because I just want free stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. If I see a tweet like that, I'm just going to bypass it. And I'm at the point now where I might just mute you, so I don't have to hear from you. And it's unfortunate that it came to that. It's not surprising when you hear of something free happening or being given away. I mean, you're always curious about it. I am. I mean, when I see things, not just on Twitter, but all around, I always look into it. How can I take advantage of this? Is it something I want to take advantage of? Um, But when it's something along these lines, when it's something that you are trying to recognize people for doing good, for being a good person, and then you have people coming in and wanting to just say, "Hey, give it to me because I'm a cool person," or "Give it to my, so and so because they're a cool person." That's not it. You know, I had a tweet yesterday. It was funny. I saw it, and I'm not gonna divulge too much into this, but I saw the tweet and I laughed at it because it was a movie quote from a movie that I find very funny. And I bypassed it. I didn't think anything of it. I did not have feelings of anger or angst by it because I don't know the person. I know who the person is now, but I didn't know them at the time. But I chuckled at it because I thought it was funny, and because I also knew that in that context they were not begging for whatever the rack of the day was yesterday. Um, but to tell you like how good people are, a few hours later, not that person, but a person directly connected with them reached out to me and said, "Oh man, I saw that tweet. I'm so sorry. I texted them, I called them, I told them what was going on and why you're doing this and all this, and I just feel horrible for it. You know, I told them not to do it again, and they deleted the tweet, and I was blown away by the response that person had about the tweet because it showed me that they get it. They get why this is happening. And if I were to say who it was, you would understand, but they get why it's happening. And I told the person exactly what I just said. I thought it was funny because I liked the movie, and I didn't think anything more of it because they didn't put in there that they were trying to take something. Um, so it's nice to have those lighthearted moments. But again, I just want to reiterate that Rack of the Day, this is not a giveaway. It's not a way for you or somebody else to get something for free. Um, if you deserve it, I want to give it to you. I mean, look, I have stuff to give away, um, and I want to, but you know, we got to do it on the up and up. I have to stick to my morals. I do change things with Rack of the Day. There are times that I will bend the rules, and really, I mean, there's no real rules other than the fact that, I'm trying to keep it where you don't get a rack twice in a month. But sometimes that changes. Sometimes things happen, and you have to adapt to it and adapt to the what things are going on. But um, it's been a while since I've written a blog. Life has just been extremely busy. Work, the month of March, for whatever reason, work just got really, really busy. There was about a 3 week stretch that I was just on a phone call over and over and over and over again um, for 8 to 10 hours every single day for about 3 weeks. And it got to me, and I actually wanted to just turn my screens off. But if I do that, then I can't interact with you, and I can't give something away. So I am going to be returning to writing. This video will actually live on the blog as well, and I'll write a little bit about it. But it's coming. I appreciate everybody that's reached out. I appreciate everybody that has connected with me in some way, shape, or form. Just know that I do value your friendship. I value your opinion, and I value your feedback on this whole thing. Um, and I'm here for you. We may not know each other. We may not ever have the chance to meet one another. But if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. Feel free to DM me. We can certainly start there. And if you feel like that, we need to chat, by phone or Zoom or, whatever. I prefer face to face. So when I do Zoom or FaceTime, I'm all for it. But just know that I'm here. I'm a resource for you of any value. And if I can't give you the value you're seeking, then I will certainly find somebody or something that can. So I think that's it. I think that I'm done talking now. Um, I gave away today's rack of the day if you didn't see it. Tomorrow's a guest racker, Douglas Assault, and looking forward to seeing who's going to get what he's given away and beyond. We got 9 months left to go, and hopefully we can keep this train rolling. So thanks, guys. I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Bye.